Vivarium, Ado, a structure for housing pets or studying animals that somewhat mimics their natural environment, kind of like an aquarium, but for land animals. I had to look that word up. Apparently she wrote and composed this song. She's done a lot of collabs, as I've observed in my many analysis videos of Ado. I'm excited to hear this one is all or mostly her. This is going to be cool. It'll be interesting to contrast that with the many collaborations she's done recently. Frantic. Lots of her stuff, it goes between frantic and tender, and that's one of the reasons she's so compelling as an artist. Beautiful use of a pingy, engaged chest voice into a wonderfully breathy yet still engaged head voice. And then she has her longer, more sort of motherly sound. Again, within the first, few seconds of her singing, we have so many different postures and coordinations, and they're musically joined together. Right? Not gonna. So much contrast. One of the last songs I reviewed too, the bass, all the slaps and it's just. And there's so much motion, right, in all the music, so much counter motion. You don't hear that very much in Western music, not at this level. The sigh and trance into a powerful, confident. Try it with your own voice. I say this in every single Ado video, but her ability to sigh from vulnerable to confident and engaged, taking so many different shapes, it shows you how free she is to experiment even in the moment with the sensations that come about from her engaging her voice. And great singers know how to lean into and away from sensations. That's how you build a great voice, is not by trying to imitate certain sounds, but by leaning into or away from sensations and shaping your approach that way. This is what Ado does, and this is why she has so much freedom with her voice. If you would like help doing that with your voice, I can help you. Click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free singing course. I will help you strategically find things that feel good so you can use them and shape them into sounds that you want to make. Very quacky there and compressed engaged. There was a nice growl, epiglottal rattle there as she went up there, contrasting that with the little head voice dance she did just before that. Head voice dance. That was an interesting note. I like liked hearing her that dry. Nothing else, no reverb, no nothing. You can reach out and touch her voice right there. That was awesome. That's really interesting. So we've heard a lot of, unhinged, screaming from Ado, but this may be the most so far that I have heard of her unhinged yet completely clean singing. There's this sense of just throwing up your hands, and there's a mixed coordination going on there. It's very, very witchy and hysterical sounding, but there aren't any vocal distortions going on. This, yet again, a new context, a new coordination for my ears. That's why it's so fun to dive into every one of her songs. Clearly head voice and mixed voice there, bouncing back and forth between the two, but it's very, just, okay, ah. There's a neat slide. Bouncy. Sick bass fill, a pocket there. Like those octave above doubles. So low and somber. Oh, no wonder she can sing so low. She can conjure that low speech engagement as well. I love hearing singers speak because you get a sense for how detached some of what they do is from their speaking voice, but also you get a sense for how connected it is depending on what they're doing. And that's another reason that she's so fun to listen to, because she has so much variety in her singing. And you hear this, you're like, oh yeah, okay, this is the human behind this voice. I assume that's her speaking. Just mayhem. I thought it was going to go back to the more unhinged, but I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad it leveled out. The dissonance there between the complete mayhem and then, it goes real calm and, speaking sort of lullaby-like in your ear, but then you hear those dissonant guitars come in and you think something's really going to come and hit you, which it did, but just masterful arranging, composing, writing, and she has the freedom to do these things in part because her voice can go so many different directions. The music going in so many different directions just echoes the character that's in her voice. Adding a little bit of distortion up there. We didn't hear that in the first part. Almost like you're vomiting out the note. See, this is the kind of thing that most people singing would be too self-conscious to ever go to that kind of extreme. And so they would never discover the range of possibilities in tone, timbre, and character that their voice has. She's willing to do that over and over and over again. Beautiful, just seamless switching between head voice and mixed voice, and getting that placement, getting that ping, that brightness, tonal focus and energy in just the right places to cut through while blending it with a more subdued placement. That one. Getting that, I mean, you hear it even in my voice in sort of a crass way, but it starts so soft and gingerly, and then it becomes so brash and present in a pretty way. Absolutely stunning note. She sighed out of it. She's singing high. Ooh, I gotta take that in without the pause. The natural, I keep using the word ping, brightness and presence, a sparkle coming out of her voice in that area with that coordination. Just beautiful. Yeah, as long as Otto doesn't get tired of making music, I am not going to get tired of reviewing them and experiencing them. It is so incredibly edifying and inspiring to hear the directions she chooses to go, not only with her voice, but the musical decisions that she makes as a result, I believe, of being inspired by the journeys she's taken with her voice. She's on this journey with this internal instrument and all the ways that it influences her and inspires her, and she is continually sharing that with us. I love it. Again, if you would like more help learning how to be free with your voice and truly expressive with it, click that link in the pinned comment or video description and join my free singing course. And be sure to check out the ever-growing playlist of auto analysis videos I've done right here on this channel.